This is a tale as old as time. In a faraway land, there was a king who did what the Lord his God said was good and right. But when he died, his son began to rule. He did not follow the ways taught to him, and he did what the Lord said was wrong. When he died, his son became king. He also did what was wrong before the Lord. He loved power, wealth, and the material things of this world. But one day, someone came to their door and gave his wife a Bible. She began to read it, and things began to change at the castle. He was blessed with a son, and all was well in the kingdom, until the young wife became sick with the plague and died. The king became very angry at God. He took away all the Bibles from the castle, and it was forbidden to speak about God. This was the upbringing of our young prince named Adam. He lived as his father had before him and had forgotten all his mother had taught him. And even though he lived in a beautiful castle and had everything his heart desired, there was something still missing. He had no peace, no joy, and so he was selfish, prideful, and unkind. But God remembered his mother's prayers and was about to shake his world in ways he could never imagine. One winter's night, an old beggar woman came to the castle and offered him a single rose in return for shelter from the bitter cold. Repulsed by her appearance, the prince sneered at the gift and turned the old woman away. But she reminded him that beauty is found within. Man looks at the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart. And suddenly, the old woman's ugliness melted away to reveal a beautiful angel. For you see, it is not fancy hair, gold jewelry, or fine clothes that make you beautiful. No, beauty comes from within. The prince tried to apologize, but it was too late, for she had seen that there was no love in his heart. As a punishment, he was transformed into a hideous beast, and all that lived in the castle were cursed as well. She offered him a red rose, which would bloom until his 21st year. If he could learn to love another and earn their love in return by the time the last petal fell, then the spell would be broken. But the only way to know true love was to know God, for He is love. If he rejected God, then he would be doomed to remain a beast for all time. Ashamed of his monstrous form, the beast concealed himself inside the castle, and as the years passed, his heart grew colder. The castle and its surroundings were in a perpetual winter, cold and dark, just like his heart. So he fell into despair and lost all hope. For who could ever learn to love a beast? But what he didn't realize was that God had a plan. He was reaching out to him, pursuing him, for the Son of Man came to seek and save that which was lost.
Little town, it's a quiet village. Every day like the one before. Little town full of little people waking up to say Bonjour!
Bonjour! Bonjour! What up?
There goes the baker with his tray like always. The same old bread and rolls to sell. Every morning just the same, since the morning that we came to this poor provincial town.
Good morning, Val.
Good morning.
Where are you off to?
The bookstore. I just finished the most wonderful story about a beanstalk and a giant, and...
That's nice. Anita, get the bagels y el pan sobao. Avanza!
Oh, there she goes, that girl is strange, no question.
Dazed and distracted, can't you tell?
Never finds a penny crowd, cause her head's up on some cloud. No denying she's a funny girl, that Belle.
Ah, Belle.
Good morning. I've come to return the book I borrowed.
Finished already?
Oh, I couldn't put it down. Have you got anything new?
Not since yesterday.
God bless you, Belle. So nice to see you.
Hello, Pastor.
I think I can help.
You've got a book I can read?
I sure do. Have you read this one?
That one? I'm not sure she'll like it. Belle likes adventures, love stories.
Then I'm sure she'll love it. I give it to all my students in discipleship. Its tale is as old as time. It's the story of how the world began. It's about faraway places and it's filled with adventure. For example, it has a story of a small shepherd boy who fights a giant. Woo! Excuse me while I do the pachanga. And another one about a man who was swallowed by a large fish. A king born in a manger. A man who walks on water.
Oh, it sounds like an amazing book.
Oh, this is no ordinary book, Belle. It's the greatest love story ever told.
Love stories? Romeo and Juliet is my all-time favorite.
Well, unlike Romeo and Juliet, this love story ends with a happily ever after. Hallelujah! You want to know a secret? This book will speak to you.
You mean it's magical?
Whoa, it's the most powerful book you'll ever read.
That sounds wonderful, but it's so thick. I'm not sure how long it'll take me to read it.
Take it. It's yours.
Are you sure?
I insist. Reading this book will change your life. I guarantee it.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye, monsieur.
See you later, my sister, and have a Jesus-filled day.
Look, there she goes, the girl is so peculiar.
I wonder if she's feeling well.
With a dreamy form of fluke, and her nose stuck in a book. What a puzzle to the rest of us is Belle.
Oh, this Bible is amazing. The story of creation here we see. First, God creates Prince Charming. Beneath his wife they fall in love. All proud to chapter 3.
No, it's no wonder that her name means beauty. Her looks have got no parallel. But behind that veil facade, I'm afraid she's rather odd. Very different from the rest of us. She's nothing like the rest of us. Different from the rest of us is
Look at her, LaFool, my future wife.
That crazy adventure's daughter? But she's so well read and you're so aesthetically inclined.
Yes, it's true. But Belle is the most beautiful girl in the village, and that makes her the best. And don't I deserve the best?
Well, of course you do. But I mean,
Right from the moment when I met her, saw her, I said she's gorgeous and I fell. Here in town there's only she who is beautiful as me, so I'm making plans to woo and marry Belle.
it's never gonna happen, ladies.
There must be more than this provincial life.
Just watch, I'm going to make Belle my wife. Shall I join you for dinner?
Not tonight, Gaston.
Come on, Belle. I know how you feel about me.
You have no idea.
Wonderful book you have there.
You've read it before?
The Bible. It goes against everything I believe in. Being this close to perfection means I'm on a higher spiritual path. Besides, how can you read this? There's no pictures in it. Instead of wasting time reading, you should pay attention to more important things. Like me. The whole town's talking about it. It's not right for a woman to read. Before you know it, they start getting these ideas in their heads.
Gaston, you're positively primeval.
Why, thank you, Belle. Hey, what do you say you and me go look at all my trophies?
Maybe some other time. I've got to go help my father.
That crazy old fool? He needs all the help he can get.
Don't talk about my father that way. He's a genius.
Yeah, don't talk about him that way. You know what makes Belle so appealing to me, LeFou? It's that she hasn't made a fool of herself just to gain my favor. What do you call that?
Dignity?
It's outrageously attractive, isn't it? Now, listen carefully, LeFou. I need your help for the wedding feast.
Wedding feast? Who's getting married?
I am, you fool. I need you to go into the woods and find me the biggest, healthiest deer you can find.
Not the woods. Anything but the woods. There's bugs and spiders and wolves.
Oh no! Papa!
Crazy old Maurice. Let's go, LeFou. We've got much to do before the wedding.
Belle's kindness and hospitality to the stranger may have gone unnoticed by the townsfolk, but not to her heavenly Father. For whenever we show kindness to any of his people, no matter how unimportant they may seem, we do it for him also. This small act of kindness showed that Belle was ready for what was to come, for God had a plan.
Are you alright?
Oh, I'm fine. I don't know what happened. I'm just about to give up on this hunk of junk.
Oh, you always say that. But I believe in you, Papa. I know you're gonna win first place at the fair tomorrow. And after reading just a few chapters of this book Pastor gave me, I'm more convinced than ever. God is our creator, and he has deposited that creativity in you too.
You really think so? So what's the title of this new book?
The Bible. Pastor Kika gave it to me.
Oh, that pastor sure is a nice guy, isn't he? The Bible, huh?
He says it's filled with wonderful stories of adventures, mysteries, romance, and my favorite, a happy ending.
Your mom used to read it, and she used to read you stories from it too. Perhaps that's where you got your love of reading. Hand me that wrench.
Papa, do you think I'm odd?
My daughter? Odd? Where did you get an idea like that?
Oh, I don't know. It's just, I'm not sure I fit in here. I just feel like... Never mind.
Oh, Belle, you are so special. I may not know much, but this I am sure of. You are meant for greater things. So now, what do you say we give it a try? Well, look at that! It's working!
Papa! Papa, you did it! You really did it!
I might actually have a chance of winning. And when I do, we'll get out of this town and travel to all those places you've read about in your books. Sounds good, right? Well, I'm off.
Wait, Papa! Here, I made you a scarf for the trip. Now promise me you'll stay on the road. Every time you take a shortcut, you get lost.
You worry too much.
I'll say a prayer that God will guide you and keep you safe.
So much like your mother.
But Maurice did not listen to Belle. He did take a shortcut and got lost in the woods. As darkness fell, things got dangerous for Maurice. Wolves were quickly approaching. Terrified, Maurice began to run. He was sure his eyes were playing tricks on him because he thought he saw Agatha leading the way. Was that a castle he saw in the distance? And while things did not look good for Maurice, God was setting things in motion because he had a plan.
It can't be true. I don't believe it.
Why would you go and do a thing like that? Oh, Gaston, say it ain't so!
It's so. For you, mademoiselle.
A miniature portrait of you. You shouldn't have.
Don't mention it. I'm just full of surprises. You know, Belle, there's not a girl in town who wouldn't love to be in your shoes. This is the day your dreams come true.
What could you possibly know about my dreams, Gaston?
Plenty. Here, picture this. A rustic hunting lodge, a nice 5-course meal, including appetizers and dessert, and my little wife massaging my feet while the little ones play with the dogs. We'll have 6 or 7.
Dogs? You've got the wrong girl, Gaston. But there's a girl in town called Melanie. She absolutely loves dogs.
No, Belle, not dogs. 7 handsome boys like me. And do you know who that wife will be? You, Belle. What do you say?
I'm not ready to get married or have children.
Maybe you haven't met the right man.
It's a small village. I've met them all. I'm very sorry, Gaston. I just don't deserve you. But thanks for asking.
She turned you down?
For now, but make no mistake about it. I'll have Belle for my wife.
Ugh, imagine me, the wife of that conceited, brainless...
Hey, Bill, have you seen Gaston?
You just missed him. He went that way. Wait a minute. Where did you get that scarf?
What, this? In the woods. Pretty nice, huh?
This belongs to my father.
Yeah? Well, finders keepers.
LeFou, listen to me. I want you to think hard and tell me exactly where you found that.
Somewhere in the woods. Near some crossroads. I think.
Oh no! Something bad has happened. I can feel it. I've gotta go find him.
Couldn't keep quiet, could you? You just had to invite him to stay.
I was trying to be hospitable.
Oh, Cogsworth! Can you blame him for trying to maintain what's left of our humanity? Look at us!
What if this spell is never broken and we remain objects?
Hello? Is anyone here?
Listen,
Hello?
it's a girl. She's the one. The girl we've been waiting for. She has come to break this spell.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Let's not be hasty.
Hello? Is anyone here? Please, I'm looking for my father.
Belle, is that you?
Papa!
How did you find me?
Oh, your hands are like ice. We have to get you out of here.
Belle, you must go before he sees you here.
No, I won't leave you. Who's there? I know someone's there. Who are you?
The master of this castle.
Then you're the one responsible for this. Release my father at once.
I don't take orders from anyone. Get out!
No, wait. Forgive me, please. Let him out. He's an old man. He could die.
There's nothing you can do. He's my prisoner. He shouldn't have trespassed here.
Please, have a heart. There must be some way I can... Wait. Take me instead.
Belle, no! I lost your mother. I won't lose you too. Now go! Go live your life. Forget me.
Oh, Papa! If I agree to stay,
Belle, no!
would you let him go?
Yes, but you must promise to stay here forever.
Come into the light. I can't see you.
I can't let you do this.
It's okay, Papa. I just read a story like this in my Bible. It's about a girl who gets taken captive, but gets to save her people. What if this is my purpose? I believe I was brought here for such a time as this.
Oh, Belle.
You have my word.
Done!
Belle!
Don't hurt him!
I'll come back.
Please! He's an old man. Please! No, please wait! No. I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Wait! Where are you going? Stay right here. I'm putting my foot down.
Hello, dear. I'm Mrs. Potts. That was a very brave thing you did.
We all think so.
Thank you for saying that. But I didn't even get to say goodbye. And now I've lost my father, my dreams, everything.
Cheer up, child. I know things may seem bleak right now, but you mustn't despair. We're here to see you through. This is Lumiere.
Enchanté, chérie.
Cogsworth.
Head of the household, it's my pleasure.
And I'm Chip. She's so pretty, isn't she, Mama?
Aw, thank you, Chip.
All right now, Chip, that'll do. I must ask, why are you not startled with us?
Why would I be startled?
Because we're objects that talk.
Oh, that. I'm used to it. Back home I had a book that spoke to me, and it told me about a God who makes the impossible happen.
Monsieur.
What?
Since the girl is going to be with us for quite some time, I was thinking that you might want to offer her a more comfortable room. Then again, maybe not.
Follow me. I'll show you to your room.
My room? But I thought...
You want to stay here?
No.
Then follow me.
Say something to her.
Oh, the castle is now your home. You can go anywhere you wish, except the West Wing.
What's in the West Wing?
You are never to step foot in there. Do you understand? It's forbidden. Now, if there's anything you need, my servants will attend to you.
invite her to dinner.
Oh, and you will join me for dinner. That's not a request.
Welcome to your new home. We'll let you get settled. Dinner's at 7 sharp. Please don't be late.
You will find something to wear worthy of a princess in the dresser.
That's very kind of you, but I'm neither a princess nor am I going to dinner.
Ah, but you must. You heard what the master said?
He may be your master, but he's not mine.
Ay, ay, ay. Lord help us all.
Who does she think she is? That girl has tangled with the wrong man. No one says no to Gaston.
That's right!
Dismissed, rejected, publicly humiliated. Why, it's more than I can bear. I'm disgraced.
Who? You? Never! Gaston, you have to pull yourself together!
Gosh, it disturbs me to see you, Gaston, looking so down in the dumps. Every guy here loved to be you, Gaston, even when taking your lumps. There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's awed and inspired by you, and it's not very hard to see why. No one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no snake taking incredibly thick as Gaston, for there's no man in town half as many. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose scene they prefer to be on. Who plays? Who breaks? Who's much more than the sum of his parts like Gaston?
As a specimen, yes, I'm intimidating. I need encouragement, thank you, LeFou.
Well, there's no one as easy to bolster as you. Too much?
Yup.
In a wrestling match, nobody fights like Gaston, for there's no one as burly and brawny.
As you see, I've got biceps to spare.
Not a bit of it scraggly or scrawny.
That's right, and every last inch of me's covered with hair.
In a spitting match, nobody spits like Gaston.
I'm especially good at expectorating. When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large. And now that I'm grown, I eat 5 dozen eggs, so I'm roughly the size of a barge.
We must go! Not a minute to lose!
Whoa, slow down, Maurice. Who's got Belle locked in a dungeon?
A beast! A horrible, monstrous beast!
Is it a big beast?
Huge!
With a long, ugly snout?
Hideously ugly!
And sharp, cruel fangs?
Yes, yes! Will you help me? My daughter's life is in danger. Why do you laugh? Come on! His castle is hidden in the woods and is covered in snow.
Snow in June? Crazy old Maurice.
The beast is real. Won't anyone help me?
Everyone, stop making fun of this man at once. I'll help you, Maurice.
You will?
Yes, now go home while I plan up a rescue plan.
Thank you so much, Gaston.
Crazy old Maurice, Crazy old Maurice, Le Fou, I'm afraid I've been thinking.
A dangerous pastime.
I know, but that wacky old coot is Belle's father, and his sanity's only so-so. Now the wheels in my head have been turning since I looked at that loony old man. See, I promised myself I'd be married to Belle, and right now I'm evolving a plan. If I...
Yes?
Then we...
No. Would she?
Guess.
Now I get it.
Let's go!
No one plots, take cheap shots, plans to persecute harmless crackpots like Gaston.
So this marriage will now soon be celebrating.
And his name's G-A-S-T. I believe that's another T. It just occurred to me that I'm illiterate and I've never actually had to spell out loud before.
Where is she? What's taking so long?
Perhaps I should see about her. I'll be back in a minute.
Master, with every passing day, we become less human. Have you thought this girl could be the one to break this spell? Perhaps you can charm her.
She's the daughter of a crazy man, and she took his place. That makes her equally as crazy.
Ay, ay, ay. You, of all people, should know better than to judge by appearances. Now, try to be patient, sir. The girl has lost her father and her freedom all in one day.
It's no use. She's so beautiful, and well, look at me. She'll never see me as anything but a monster.
You must help her see past all of that.
I don't know how.
Well, you could start by trying to make yourself more presentable. Straighten up. Try to act like a gentleman. Be gentle.
And kind.
And sweet.
And give her a dashing, debonair smile. Ah! Mama! But don't frighten the poor girl. When you see her, shower her with compliments.
And be sincere.
And above all,
What?
You must control your temper.
Well, where is she?
Oh, yes, the girl. Well, actually, she's in the process of circumstances being what they are. She's not coming.
Fine, then let her starve. If she doesn't eat with me, she doesn't eat at all.
That didn't go very well, did it, Mama?
What were we thinking? We'll never be human again.
Calm down, everyone. I am telling you, this girl is the one. I feel it in my bone, inside. We mustn't give up.
Good evening, everyone. Is he gone? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I know the Bible says to love your enemies, but I just don't want anything to do with him. And I don't understand. You're all trapped here too. Don't you ever want to escape?
The Master's not so bad once you get to know him. Somewhere deep in his soul, there's a prince waiting to be set free. Come on, you'll feel a lot better after a cup of tea. Or do you prefer café con leche?
Actually, I am a little hungry.
Well, all we can offer is a piece of bread and some water.
Oh, stop being so tightly wound, Codsworth. She is our guest, not our prisoner.
And I'm not about to let the poor child go hungry. My purpose here on earth is to serve. And that is what I will do.
But you heard what the Master said.
We all heard him. If she doesn't eat with me, she doesn't eat at all.
Oh, pish posh. People say a lot of things in anger. It's our choice whether or not to listen.
Alright then, but keep it down. If the Master finds out, it'll be our next.
Of course, but what is dinner without a little music?
Music? No music!
Come this way, mademoiselle. It is with deepest pleasure and greatest pride that we invite you to relax.
Let us pull up a chair as the dining room proudly presents your dinner.
Be our guest, be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round your neck, Sherry, and we provide the rest. Soup du jour, hot hors d'oeuvre, why we only live to serve. Try the gray stuff, it's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes. They can sing, they can dance. After all, miss, this is France. And the dinner here is never second best. Go on, unfold your menu, take a glance, and then you'll be our guest. We our guest, be our guest. Beef ragout, cheese soufflé, pie and pudding on flambé. We'll prepare and serve with flair a culinary cabaret. You're alone and you're scared, but the banquet's all prepared. No one's gloomy or complaining while the flatware's entertaining. We tell jokes, I do tricks with my fellow candlesticks. Put it all in perfect taste that you can taste. Come on and lift your glass to one your own free pass to be our guest. If you're stressed, it's fine dining we suggest. Be our guest, be our guest, be our guest. Life is so unnerving for a servant who's not serving. He's not whole without a soul to wait upon. Ah, those good old days when we were useful. Suddenly those good old days are gone. 10 years we've been rusting, needing so much more than dusting, needing exercise, a chance to use our skills. Most days we just lay around the castle. Flat, be fat and lazy, you walked in and oops a daisy.
It's a guest, it's a guest. Sakes alive, will all be blessed. Wine's been poured and thank the Lord we've had the napkins freshly pressed. With desserts, she'll want tea, and my dear, that's fine with me. While the cups do their soft shoeing, I'll be bubbling, I'll be brewing. I'll get warm, piping hot. Heaven's sakes, is that a spot? Clean it up, we want the company impressed. We've got a lot to do, is it one lump or two? For you our guest, she's our guest.
Bravo! Bravo! That was wonderful!
Thank you, mademoiselle. Oh my goodness, would you look at the time?
Oh, yes, let's go, Chip. It's way past your bedtime.
But I'm not sleepy. Okay, maybe just a little bit. Good night, Belle.
Shall we escort you to your room?
Oh, I couldn't possibly go to bed now. It's my first time in a castle. And it's all so beautiful. What's up there?
Nothing! Nothing at all of any interest in the West Wing.
Ah, so that's the West Wing.
Nice going.
I wonder what he's hiding up there.
Hiding? The master is hiding nothing.
Then it wouldn't be forbidden.
Perhaps mademoiselle would like to see something else. The gardens, or the library perhaps.
You have a library?
Oh yes, indeed.
With books, mountains of books.
Forest of books.
Swamps of books.
More books than you would ever be able to read in a lifetime. Books on every subject ever studied, by every author who's ever set pen to paper. Don't touch that!
I'm sorry,
What are you doing here?
I didn't mean to touch it, I just meant...
Do you realize what you could have done? Get out!
I'm sorry.
Get out!
Where are you going?
Promise or no promise, I can't stay here another minute.
Oh no! Wait! Please! It's dangerous out there!
Belle ran. She ran for her life. She ran as fast as her legs would take her, not thinking of the consequences. The objects looked at the door with broken hearts. All their hopes and dreams shattered in a moment. And yet, when all seemed hopeless and impossible, God had a plan.
Apparently, Belle was about to be killed by a wolf, and the master came in and saved her. That's how he got injured.
This is great!
Great? Did you hear the same story I just heard? Or is there too much wax in your ears?
It means she cares about him. If not, she would have left him in the forest.
That hurts.
If you hold still, it wouldn't hurt as much.
Well, if you hadn't run away, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, if you hadn't frightened me, I wouldn't have run away.
Well, you shouldn't have been in the West Wing.
Well, you should learn to control your temper.
Well...
Now hold still. This may sting a little. By the way, thank you for saving my life.
You're welcome.
Well, that's more like it. I knew they could get along if they tried.
So the ice is broken at last.
And not a moment too soon. Have you taken a good look at the rose lately? It's losing petals at an alarming rate.
Clearly, it's time for us to give them a little push. And I have just the thing. How about we warm you up a bit with a nice bowl of soup?
Cheers.
There's something sweet and almost kind, but he was mean and he was coarse and unrefined. And now he's dear and so unsure. I wonder why I didn't see it there before.
Come along, dearie, let's get you cleaned up.
She glanced this way, I thought I saw. And when we touched, she didn't shudder at my paw. No, it can't be, I'll just ignore. But then she's never looked at me that way before. When she smiles at me, I get all choked up. My heart starts pounding and I can't breathe.
That's wonderful, sire.
Excellent. I've never felt this way about anyone. I want to give her something, but what?
Well, there's the usual thing. Flowers, chocolates, promises you don't intend to keep.
No, it has to be something special. Something that sparks her interest.
I can see you care about him very much.
We've looked after him all his life.
And it doesn't bother you that because of him, all of you were cursed too? Even though you were innocent?
Oh dear, we were far from being innocent. You see, when the master lost his mother, and his cruel father took that sweet innocent lad and twisted him up to be just like him, we did nothing.
So, what happens when the last petal on the rose falls?
The master remains a beast forever, and the rest of us become trash.
No, don't say that. People are not trash. Every one of us is fearfully and wonderfully made by God.
You remind me so much of the mistress. She quoted the Bible also. Now, it's not for you to worry about. Come along. Look who's back.
Say something about her dress.
Her dress? It's blue?
Oh, a compliment.
Your dress?
Yes?
It has a nice bow.
He said bow. I can't believe he said bow.
Thank you.
Let's give them some privacy, shall we? Come along.
Belle, I have something to show you. But first, you have to close your eyes. It's a surprise. Alright, you can open them.
I can't believe it. I've never seen so many books in my whole life.
You like it?
Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, and look, you have a Bible in here. I left mine at home.
I do? It must have been hidden there by my mom. You can have it if you want.
Have you read it? We can study it together. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. And Jesus said, "The Spirit of the Lord is on me, because he has anointed me to preach good news to the poor, to announce freedom to prisoners, to give sight to the blind, and to set the captive free."
Wait, what? I am captive by this curse. Could I be set free?
Absolutely. It says here that God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
He gave his son for a beast like me?
For all mankind. He died for us, even when we were his enemy. He loves us with an everlasting love.
I never knew books could do that.
Do what?
Give me hope that I can be transformed and made new again.
Oh, this is no ordinary book. This is the Word of God.
It makes me forget what I am.
We have something in common, you know.
We do?
Uh-huh. For one, we both lost our mothers at a young age. And in the town where I come from, people stay away from me too. They think I'm odd.
You?
So, you see, I know how it feels to be different. And I know how lonely that can be. But ever since I've been reading this Bible, I don't feel so alone anymore. This tells me that Jesus is my best friend and that he's promised to never leave me nor forsake me.
Such undeserved kindness begins to undo the beast, as grace often does. And as Belle and the beast began to study the Word of God, he began to remember what his mother had taught him when he was a child. For she knew, if you train a child in the ways of the Lord, they will remember it all their lives. And slowly but surely, he was changing. Everyone noticed, especially Belle.
Didn't see.
Well, who'd have thought?
Well, bless my soul.
Well, who'd have known?
Well, who indeed?
And who'd have guessed they've come together on their own?
It's so peculiar.
Wait and see. A few days more, there may be something there that wasn't there before.
You know, perhaps there is something there that wasn't there before.
What? What's there, Mama?
There may be something there that wasn't there before.
I have a funny feeling inside of me. I don't know what it is, but it feels like rivers of living water inside of me.
I've been feeling it too. The atmosphere has changed since Belle has come.
Perhaps the day we have been waiting for, the day of our freedom, is at hand.
Oh, to be human again. To be born again.
I cannot wait to shine my light in the dark world again.
And with each tick-tock, I want to remind humanity that our time here is short.
Oh, and I would serve all the days of my life, pouring out my life like a drink offering.
What about me, Mama? I'm broken. I'm no good.
My darling Chip, you must remember this. God can use anything.
Even broken things?
Especially broken things. Remember, dear, He is the potter and we are the clay. He who began a good work in you will carry it out until it is finished.
And for the first time in a long time, the beast and all who lived in the castle didn't feel hopeless or in despair. They actually felt excited at what the future held for them. They started to believe that God had a plan. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future.
Tonight is the night.
I'm not sure I can do this. How will I know when the moment is right?
You will know because you will feel it here. And you must speak from the heart.
I must speak from the... I can't.
You must.
What if she laughs at me?
Somehow, my prince, you must find the courage to take a chance.
Courage. What's that verse we just read? God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind.
Well, there you go. All will be perfect. We have music and candlelight, provided by me, of course. And when the time is right, you must confess your love.
Yes, No, I can't.
You care for the girl, don't you?
More than anything.
Well, then you must tell her. You can do it. I know you can.
Your lady awaits.
Dance with her.
Tale as old as time, true as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little change, small to say the least, both a little scared, neither one prepared. shared, beauty and the peace, ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise, till as old as time, tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong, certain as the sun, rising in the east, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, beauty and the beast, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, beauty and the beast.
Belle, are you happy here?
Yes.
Is something wrong?
If only I could see my father again. Just for a moment. I miss him so much.
There is a way. This mirror will show you anything you wish to see.
I'd like to see my father, please. Papa? Oh no, Papa! Something's wrong! He's in trouble!
Then you should go to him.
What?
How can I keep you my prisoner when we keep talking about freedom in our Bible studies? No, take the mirror with you so you'll always remember me.
I could never forget you. Thank you for understanding how much he needs me.
Belle,
Yes?
Never mind.
Well, sire, I must say, everything is running like clockwork. And just in time, too. The rose only has 4 petals left.
I set her free.
You what? We were so close, and now it's too late. We're doomed.
Oh, come on, Cogsworth. Be brave. Are you a man or a mandel?
I had to. Because
you love her.
That's it then. That should break this spell.
No, it's not enough.
perhaps this was the way it's meant to end for us. I'm glad she came. Even if it was for a short time, it was nice. The castle was once again filled with music, singing, dancing, laughter, and hope. But even after all those Bible studies, look at me. I'm still a beast. Excuse me.
What Beast failed to realize was that in order to be made new, he had to fully surrender his heart to God. And just as the objects began to lose faith, Mrs. Potts reminded them that all things work together for good to those that love God. And once more, when all appeared hopeless, they would continue to wait and pray and hold on to God's promises. He would make a way somehow, for they were certain that God had a plan.
Have you ever seen the inside of a madhouse, Maurice? You wouldn't last a week.
What? I thought you were going to help me, Gaston.
Give me your daughter's hand, and I'll set you free.
What? Never!
Then take him away.
Stop, please, stop!
Belle! Oh, Belle!
Papa!
I thought I lost you.
What are you doing? Let him go!
I'm afraid we can't do that, miss. But don't worry. We'll take very good care of him.
My father's not crazy. Tell him, Gaston.
Belle, you know how loyal I am to your family, but your father has been making some unbelievable claims.
It's true, Belle. He's been raving about a beast in that castle.
I've just come from the castle, and there is a beast.
We all admire your devotion to your father, but you'll say anything to free him. Take him.
No, wait. You want proof? Here's your proof. Show me the beast.
Look at this beast with his fangs and claws.
Is it dangerous?
Oh no. He'd never hurt anyone. He's really kind and gentle.
If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for this monster.
He's no monster, Gaston. You are.
She's as crazy as her old man. We're not safe. I say we kill the beast.
No! Oh, Papa, this is awful. He said nothing wrong. It's just like when the crowds were yelling to crucify Jesus.
We're not safe until he's dead.
He'll come stalking us at night,
Sent to sacrifice our children to his monstrous appetite.
He'll wreak havoc on our village if we let him wander free.
So it's time to take some action, boys. It's time to follow me. Through the mist, through the woods, through the darkness and the shadows. It's a nightmare, but it's one exciting ride. Say a prayer, then we're there at the drawbridge of a castle. And there's something truly terrible inside. It's a beast, he's got fangs, razor sharp ones, massive paws, killer claws for the feast. Hear him roar, see him foam, but we're not coming home till he's dead. Good and dead, kill the beast! Screw your courage to a sticking place. Call it war, call it threat, you can bet they all will follow, for in times like this they'll do just as I say.
It's a beast, one as tall as a mountain. We will rest till he's good and deceased.
Tally ho, crack your sword, crack your hoe, praise the Lord, and here we go.
No, no, Gaston, I won't let you do this.
If you're not with us, you're against us. We'll rid the village of this beast. Who's with me?
We don't like what we don't understand. In fact, it scares us, and this monster is mysterious at least. Bring your guns, bring your knives, save your children and your wives, and save our village and our lives.
This is all my fault. I have to go back and warn him.
Come on! I'll drive you there myself. I know a shortcut.
Oh, Papa, no shortcuts.
What's that? Could it be?
Is it she? It's Belle. She's come back.
Oh no! Invaders! And they have the mirror!
Oh Lord, please help us. We need a miracle.
If it's a fight they want, then that's what they'll get. Who's with me? Ah!
Take whatever you want, but remember, the beast is mine.
People marching into battle, unafraid, although the danger's just increased. Bring the flag, take us home, here we go, and we
Let's kill the beast! Kill the beast! Kill the beast! What's the matter, beast? Too kind and gentle to fight back? Were you in love with her? Did you honestly think she'd want you when she had someone like me? It's over, beast. Belle is mine.
Gaston, stop!
Belle? Belle!
It's too late. It's over, Belle. No! Beast! Please, have mercy!
Beast! No! No, that's not who you are anymore!
Get out! You came back.
Of course I came back. I couldn't let them. Oh, if only I'd gotten here sooner.
Belle,
No!
That light! It's blinding!
It'll be okay. Oh, Beast, I'll never leave you again.
I'm afraid it's my turn to leave. I'm thankful to God. I get to see you one last time.
No, please. Please don't leave me. I love you.
At that very moment, Beast finally understood that he wasn't unlovable and worthless. No, he was loved unconditionally by the God of the universe. And so, right before he took his last breath, he asked for forgiveness for all he had done. For as long as there is breath in us, we have a chance at salvation. And when he finished that heartfelt prayer, something amazing began to happen. The curse was broken. He was being made new. If anyone is in Christ, he is a new person. The past is forgotten and everything is made new.
Belle, it's me, Adam. What happened?
You've been born again. You've been made new.
Mama, look at me. It's a miracle.
Yes, it is.
But Mommy, I still have my scar.
Oh, Chip, that's okay. And you know why? You're in good company. Jesus had scars too. And this way, when someone asks you about it, you can use it to tell others about Jesus.
I'll just tell them he's not done with me yet.
Lumiere, look at us! And just in the nick of time.
Whew, that was close, Cogsworth.
Well, I for one am glad he's an on-time God.
This is a tale as old as time. A tale about redemption and transformation. We all have an ugly, beastly side, and some of us may believe we are too messed up for God to love us after all we've done. But no matter how broken you may seem, how addicted, or how failed your life may be, there's always hope. For there is a God who continues to love us even when we're unlovable. The Bible says that Christ suffered and died to save us. But that's not the end of the story. He wants our love in return. When we choose to accept His love and forgiveness, that's when we break free from the curse. Then and only then can we live happily ever after.